Good morning, it's Dave Halberstad. I'm your instructor for HR 405. This is for the online class only of HR 405. By now you got an email from me kind of outlining the purpose of the course, a little bit of background on me, and kind of the general direction we're going to move in terms of topics explored. So this morning I wanted to give you more information on some of the class assignments and what some of my expectations for you as students. As you are aware, in week one, there's one discussion board question that you're going to have, and that's a pattern that'll repeat every week except the weeks where we have the midterm and the final. And please complete your initial post by Wednesday and your three responses to at least three responses to peers by Saturday of each week. That's different than the syllabus. I'm giving you a little more time. Maybe actually it's a little less time because the syllabus says Sunday, but I find that Saturday's better. It gives us another day, one more class day before the end of the class week for me to look at them and comment on your peer posts. The first major written assignment is a case analysis paper. It's due in the fourth week of the class, which is, I don't have a calendar. Hold on. Let's see, it's due the week of January 30th, which means that it is due to me by Sunday at midnight on February 5. As far as the case analysis, go under course information, click on case analysis or case resources, and open the first document, which is the guidelines, case study analysis guidelines by Dr. French. It's an excellent document to give you information on how you are to complete the case analysis. You can choose any case in the text. They're at the end of every chapter, or you can choose a case, a peer-reviewed case from the library. But I want you to contact me and send me the case, the peer-reviewed case from the library if you choose not to do a case in the text, because I want to make sure that I agree that it's appropriate for you to do. And that's, again, due by Sunday midnight, February 5th, the end of the fourth week of the class. And basically, what you're going to be doing with the case study, you're going to be stating the problem, you're going to be analyzing the problem, providing, generating alternatives to solving the problem, what I call brainstorming, and then giving a recommendation as to the best solution of the brainstorm solutions and why you chose that. That's how that's the organization of the presentation of the case study. And after the recommendations, you're to do a conclusion, which allows you to type up any loose ends that are in the case study. The direction you hope the case study will go. How, even though you don't have a way to evaluate whether your recommended solution or not worked, put in some information about how you would measure whether or not the solution did work. And we can talk about this some more as we get closer to the case study day. By closer, I mean no later than the second week. I'm not going to wait till the beginning of the fourth week to give you additional information. That's not appropriate. Okay, so every week, at the end of every module is a test, a practice test. I really recommend you take that. I think that's under the discussion board. And in the fifth week, we have a midterm exam. And so that midterm exam will cover chapters 1 through 7. So for week 1, your reading assignment is chapters 1 and 2. Week 2 is chapter 3. Week 3 is chapters 4 and 5. And week 4 is chapters 6 and 7. So week 5, when the midterm occurs, it'll be over chapters 1 and 7. It's online. It's due to me by midnight on February 12th. Now this next expectation is really key. I've had to toughen up my expectations on students getting assignments in because it just runs amok if I don't. My expectations are, if you turn an assignment in late and you haven't gotten an approved extension from me, you're going to get a 10% hit on your grade for every day it's late up to 5 days. After 5 days, after 5 days late, I will not accept the assignment. So this is critically important. If you can't make a deadline, give me at least 48 hours notice of your inability to make a deadline. Sometimes you don't know within 48 hours, but call me anyway or send me an email. I prefer you call me on a deadline extension and let me know when you're going to get it in. Now, if you miss that deadline extension, I will apply a late grade unless you have a very good reason that I consider legitimate for missing the deadline extension. So please, if you can't make a deadline for an assignment, be it case analysis, midterm, final, and there's also a critical analysis critical analysis of an article later on, let me know. It's your responsibility as a student to let me know. I want you to participate. You need to respond to the discussion board questions because part of your grade for the course is discussion board. There's 1,000 points possible for the course. Participation, which includes doing the discussion board, doing the initial post and responding to at least 3 peer responses by Saturday of every week, is worth 200 points. And I will grade your discussion board questions every week. So I'm really dedicated to making this a quality learning experience for you, but I need your help. I can't do it all on my end. You have to hold up your end of the bargain. There's a total of 1,000 points possible for the course. Individual papers are worth 200 each. Midterm exam and final are worth 200 each, and participation is 200. That all adds up to 1,000 points. I've gone over my expectations on late assignments. There is an individual paper called A Critical Analysis of a Peer-Reviewed Article, which you need to get in the library. That is due at the end of week 9, which is later in February, early March. We'll talk about that assignment as we get closer to it. That's really about all the information I wanted to give you now. So please, again, it's very important. If you cannot make a due date, let me know in advance. If you don't call me and you turn it in late, I'm going to apply the 10% per day late grade penalty without thinking much about it. I don't want that to happen because I hate giving grade penalties. It's my least favorite thing to do as an instructor. So please make sure that you get your discussion boards done by Wednesday and or Saturday, the initial post by Wednesday, and then the Saturday post to at least 3 peer students. That's important as well. Okay, so that's about it for now. I hope, give me a call at 360-791-1526 if you need to talk to me directly, or email me at Dave Halverstadt, one word, at cityu.edu. Dave Halverstadt is spelled D-A-V-E-H-A-L, V as in Victor, E-R-S-T-A-D-T. That's David Tango. Okay, hope you have a great week, and I'm looking forward to working with each of you in the class.